This is the Zelda game where Link becomes a lawyer. No sword, no shield, just a suit and a courtroom.
Objection!
This is a full ace attorney style game called Hero of Law. And get this, the main case is us defending Malin, who's accused of murdering her own dad, Talon, from Ocarina of Time. So here's the contradiction. How does the Hero of Time, the guy who defeats Ganondorf with the Master Sword, end up cross-examining witnesses in Hyrule's greatest murder trial? And more importantly, can we actually prove Malin's innocence before she gets locked away? This game is way more polished than you'd ever expect. Original music, hilarious dialogue. I assure you, old man. And honestly, I couldn't stop laughing while playing it. Trust me, there's even more wild stuff waiting after the main story. I won't spoil it. So let's step into the courtroom, because Hyrule's about to have its greatest trial yet. March 17th, 9:37 AM, Hyrule Grand Court. This is the battle arena for this game, guys. This is why we went to law school. I never went to law school. You'd think after so many years of doing this, I'd be used to the stress. Bro, you fought literal gods with 3 hearts, but paperwork is what breaks you? So why am I shaking? What's going on in the courtroom? Holy. I guess it's a lot worse when it's your friend's life that's on the line. Come on, gotta look professional. She can't see you like this. Dude, you literally broke a pot like 5 minutes ago. Wait, isn't that a crime? Speaking of her though, where is she anyway? Hey you, over there.
Huh? What is it, attorney?
The trial isn't starting yet.
But it will soon, right? Would you happen to know why my client isn't here yet? I didn't get to speak much with her when she was arrested, so I was hoping I could at least exchange a word with her now.
Well, you weren't the only one with the idea. I believe she's currently in the prosecutor's lobby. He wanted to talk to her as well.
What? Sorry, I'm making the voice kind of funny. What is up with this guy? He bars me from the crime scene, blocks my detention center visits, and now this?
Not to worry, she will definitely be here before the trial.
Great, that'll be a joyous 5 minutes indeed. But there's nothing I can do but wait. Okay, this is ridiculous. How much longer can he keep her?
Nah, see? There she is. No need to get all worked up.
Is something wrong? Did I hear shouting? So much for looking professional. No, don't worry. Everything's fine. This is Malin. Ever since we met in Hyrule Castle Town all those years ago, we've been great friends. Her heart's in the right place. I know she cared deeply about her father. If everything's fine, why do you look so worried? Well, how did the investigation go? Did you find anything? Yeah, the investigation. I found tons of, groundbreaking stuff. Particularly that my opponent's a real scumbag. What did the prosecutor want from you anyway? Well, it was mostly just threats. He kept explaining in detail what will happen to me if I'm found guilty. Doesn't sound like a vital discussion that needed to happen right before the trial. He probably just did that so we wouldn't have as much time to talk. You believe in me, right? I didn't do that. I'd never. Of course we believe you. Come on, guys. This is Malin we are talking about. All my Ocarina of Time players. We go way back, 1998. Even though I wasn't born then yet. Guys, I'm not that old. Stop. Of course I believe you. Although, I'll be honest, things aren't looking very good right now. Well, at least we're being honest. What's that you got there? It looks like she's holding a picture of some sort. Oh, this is just a pictograph a father and I carry around. I just can't believe he's gone. I wish I knew how to cheer her up right now. I'm not very good at handling emotional clients. When were you ever good at handling emotional people in general, Link? Hey, you know, the pictograph could be really useful for the trial. Oh? How so? Well, you know, you look so happy together. I can present it to the, to show that you two have a great relationship. Oh, you really think so? Honestly, chat, not really. But we are gonna roll with it. Well, here you go then. Okay, so we got a pictograph. What we would do with this pictograph, I have no idea. So far, the game has been amazing. The Ocarina of Time style really fits it so well. The music they put in here is also well done. Props to the person who made this ROM. At least I'll be walking in there with something other than my badge. Guys, don't tell me we're going in there with 0 rubies and 3 hearts. We are doomed. But wait, we shouldn't just be idly chatting. Anyway, there's not much time left. I know it's hard to talk about, but could you tell me what actually happened? I don't stand much of a chance if I don't know your version of the story. I understand. Unfortunately, he interrupted my reading session.
The trial is starting. Defendant, attorney, please enter the courtroom at once.
Damn, she looked all scared. Uh-oh, shouldn't have said that stuff about having no chance. Alright, everything will be fine. But will it though? The prosecutor has been playing me for a fool since this began, but sooner or later, his arrogance will be his undoing. Let's go ahead and head inside. My name is Link. I've been a defense attorney for the last 7 years. I've won my fair share of cases, and lost some, too. But this one is personal. There's so much at stake here. Not only do I have to save Malin's life, I've got to find out who did this to Talon. Talon. He was always so kind. He didn't deserve this. I need to do him justice. I can't lose this. Okay, main protagonist speech. We're going in there hot, guys. Court is now in session for the trial of Malin of Lon Lon Ranch. My boy Link is dripped out to the max. Look at him. He got that thing on. The defense is ready, Your Honor. I sincerely doubt that. I was gonna say Ganondorf, but they're calling him Dragmire here. Okay, Dragmire. What were they thinking? Pitting me against some pathetic kid. Hey, hold up. We graduated from Harvard Law. We are not a kid. Can't you see I'm adult Link, not kid Link? Still your tongue. So basically, in any Zelda game we play, Ganondorf is just straight savage. You bring shame upon the fine color of your hair, vile woman. Damn, Dragmire, hold up, let's hold our horses. Before long, the world shall know the horrible deeds you've committed. Like what? Milking cows? Raising horses? Let us not prolong the inevitable. Shall we begin? Even the judge is tired of it. Now, this court is no place to be exchanging insults. Judge, he's literally the demon lord, and you're worried about insults? Since the prosecution seems ready as well, let's hear their opening statement. The opening statement shall also be the closing one. Look at Dragma, he's so cocky. Alright, let's hear it. The girl did it, it's obvious. Well, that didn't take long at all. She killed her own father in cold blood. Also, she could have the ranch all to herself. Couldn't wait for the old fool to die naturally, could you? You greedy little rat. Bro's a savage. Objection! Mostly because I just like yelling. Your Honor, you can't allow this man to verbally abuse a defendant like this. Objection! Ha! She committed murder, kid. She deserves every bit of scorn she gets. Also, we all know it's Zelda law to carry a fairy in a bottle everywhere you go, just in case. I do believe a little less commentary wouldn't go amiss. Bah! I assure you, old man. Bro, he called him Gramps. That's crazy. You will change your opinion once you see all the damning evidence. Who is this guy? How can he speak to the judge like that? Damn, things are getting bad. She should get a lawyer. Wait, that's you, idiot? Looks like I've been lucky to avoid meeting this man until now. The stories I've heard about him must be true. A boorish bombarding of a man hailing from the Gerudo province. Apparently, he prides himself on the nearly clean streak he's cultivated for decades. All while disrespecting everyone in the court, including the judge. I've even heard some attorneys refer to him as the King of Evil. Definitely has that look, to say the least. Who wears full armor to court? Very well. Please present your case to the court. You don't seem to like me talking, so I'll just let the detective present the basics. Bring Impa of the Sheikah Force to the stand. Well, here we go, the first battle. I know Impa, she's quite a competent detective. Which worries me. Alright guys, we're entering the first dungeon. Please let her have made a mistake just this once. Bro, Impa is dripped out to the max as well. Alright, state your name and whatever it is you pretend to do. Dragmire is not pulling his punches. He is insulting everyone.
You never change, do you, prosecutor?
Any possible change will be for the worse. Now stop wasting time. Name and occupation. Sir, yes sir. Don't have to tell me twice, Mr. Dragmire. Oh man.
Very well. I am Impa, head detective of the Sheikah Force Homicide Division.
True for now, at least. Bro always has something to say. Well, what are you waiting for? Start talking. You were the one assigned to this case, so you know all about it. What calamity has befallen our fair kingdom? Bro's talking like if he's not the Calamity Ganon.
Still can't be bothered to give a proper opening statement? I suppose I can do the prosecutor's job for him this time, for the sake of an unbiased look.
Please go ahead, detective.
The incident happened early yesterday morning on Lon Lon Ranch, a local supplier of goods located just south of Castletown. The current owner of the homestead, Talon, was found dead in his ranch house.
A tragic loss for our kingdom for sure. I have seen the man around Castletown a number of times delivering goods.
Quite. The owner was rather important figure in the local community. In any case, we were alerted to the scene of the murder by the royal guard who were there on official business.
Official business? What kind?
As I understand, the ranch provides the kingdom with vital services. To ensure it is operating as it should, and as a gesture of appreciation, the crown orders a visitation to the ranch every year.
I see. A scheduled annual visit. Continue, detective.
When the Sheikah Force arrived, they found the victim bleeding out onto the floor. Next to him lay his daughter, Malin, breathing but unresponsive. After a thorough investigation, we arrested her, and she was deemed the only possible culprit.
But come on, guys, that doesn't mean she's guilty. Free Malin, free Malin.
That about covers the gist of what happened.
Very nice and succinct. Keep that up, and perhaps you will keep your job. I don't get it. Ho ho, I don't think the good detective here has to worry much about that, given she is the head of the department. Which reminds me, why is the head of detectives herself on a case like this? I just want to point out, the head of the department was highlighted red. Maybe that's a clue, somewhat. Were the other detectives unavailable? You know what, I'm curious too.
That will be because I've been assigned to this case by the order of the King of Hyrule himself.
Okay, this must be an important case, guys. We cannot prevail. The king himself assigned you? That doesn't happen very often, does it?
You are correct, Your Honor. I am not usually involved in field work like this. This time, however, the king felt it necessary because of who is involved.
Who is involved? Is the death of a ranch worker really such concern for the king? Maybe the king killed him. Hold up, we are cooking, guys.
Well, as I said, Long Long Ranch is a very important supplier of goods, to be sure. But that's not who I meant. I imagine the king wanted the top investigators on this job because it was the royal princess herself who discovered the crime scene.
Oh shit, things are getting serious, guys. Order! I will have order. There will be no order, only chaos. Judge, are you not listening? This dude is pure evil. Look what he just said. The royal princess, Zelda, witnessed the crime? Ha! And there you have it. This case rides on the princess's own words. We are fucked. To doubt it will be to doubt your own royalty. Shit. This is more complicated than the water temple. This is bad. I can't really object to that. No, Link, we are not giving up. Very well. If the princess is testifying today, it's better we don't make her needlessly wait. Well, we already did. Detective, please testify about exactly why the defendant was arrested. Okay, guys, we are starting the witness testimony. Guys, lock in with me. The reason for the arrest.
It is with regret that I agree with Dragmeyer. All the evidence points towards the girl being the culprit.
No, input, you're supposed to be on our side. Why does no one want to give Malin a chance? It feels like everyone is against her. It's kinda sus, not gonna lie.
We determined that the murder definitely took place inside of the ranch house. There were only 3 people on the ranch: the victim, the defendant, and a worker who has an alibi for the time of the crime. The defendant was found unconscious right in front of the victim, who was bleeding out onto the floor. Furthermore, she was holding a weapon. Without a doubt, that's what was used to kill the victim.
Then how do you know that?
She seems like such a bright girl. It's most unfortunate. Your Honor, I would like to submit these pieces of evidence to the court. First, I have the autopsy report, performed by the Crown's top coroner.
Okay, guys, we have the autopsy report. That's definitely not the letter of Zelda that we got from Ocarina of Time.
Here is what we determined to be the murder weapon, which we took from the defendant's hand.
Jesus Christ, look how sharp that is. Alright, now we have the saw on the court record.
To make sure we had the correct weapon, we conducted a very thorough investigation. Naturally, we searched everyone and thoroughly examined the ranch and its vicinity. Nothing unusual was found, but to be safe, we also checked the ranch's inventory list to see whether anything was missing. The list matches the items we found on the ranch exactly, and nothing but the saw had fresh blood on it.
Maybe it's not blood, maybe it's ketchup? We should definitely look at that when we get the chance. Alright, now we have the ranch inventory inside the court record. That does sound quite compelling. This must have been a truly terrifying scene. Dying from a wound made by a weapon like that is extremely painful. This only helps to prove the defendant's viciousness. Ganondorf, your face is the definition of viciousness. What are you saying? At this rate, they're going to pay Malin as some heartless monster. Shit, guys, things are getting bad. Wait, how many rubies do I have? Can I check? Oh, I know, I could use the dupe glitch. Come on, guys, we all did it, don't judge me.
There's one more thing I feel like I should mention, for the sake of completeness.
No, what else is there to add? Do not add any more.
Shortly after we arrived at the ranch, a courier showed up to take some milk shipments.
Of course, business must go on. I would hate to be an employee of Ganondorf's business. You can die and he'd be like, did he clock out yet? Business must go on. Is this really necessary to enter into evidence though? I feel like everything needs to be put into evidence. It will help us in game. We have to lock in, guys.
The shipments did end up leaving the ranch, so I feel it bears mentioning.
Also, I don't want to agree with anything Ganondorf says. Were the contents checked before you let them go?
Naturally, who do you take us for?
Chill, bro. Just a question. What? I can't ask questions?
Even though the worker handling the shipments did get quite worked up about it, we cracked all of the boxes open to check what was inside.
Well, what was inside?
In the end, it did turn out to be only milk bottles, so we let them through.
Very well. Thank you for your thoroughness, detective. Okay, so we got milk shipments now. Alright. So, what happens now? Well, this is where I step in and perform a cross-examination. What's that? Oh, great. How does that work? I have no idea. Huh? Link and I were thinking the same thing. Could you explain what you're going to be doing? Ah, shit. Can't hurt to go over this again. Sure, why not? The witness will repeat her testimony. I'll be able to scroll back and forth through individual statements by pressing A and B. Okay, so these are the controls. Alright, good to know. Is the defense done whispering? Jeez, Ganondorf, chill, bro, chill. In a regular Zelda game, you'd wait for us to complete 8 dungeons before we even get to you. Why are you upset about a 2-minute conversation? The defense is ready to cross-examine the witness. Okay, Link, I like that pose. Bah, waste of time. The judge is like, I do not get paid enough for this. I sincerely hope you're not implying that standard court procedure is a waste of time, Mr. Dragmire. You tell him, Rauru. I mean, Mr. Judge, sir. He does look like Rauru, though. In any case, we're ready. Defense, please begin the cross-examination. Alright guys, lock in with me. It's go time. That's gonna wrap up part 1 of Hero of Law. Honestly, I just want to say thank you for all the support you've been showing me on my recent videos. It really means a lot. Seeing your comments and feedback is what keeps me going and makes these videos fun to make. If you enjoyed this one and you want to see more, the best way to let me know is by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe so you don't miss part 2 and the rest of this crazy Zelda trial. If I sound a little weird, I think I'm a little sick right now, so bear with me. Shout out to Skewu and his team, they made this hack possible. I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel in the description if you want to check them out. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you all more than you know, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.